Good afternoon, Madam Chair and committee members. My name is Keltie Guiberson. For the record, that is Keltie-Guiberson. And I am a 7th grader at Dillon Middle School, and I serve as a representative for the Be the Change Youth Coalition. I'm the 3rd speaker of my branch. I am here in favor of the Senate Bill 390, and I am representing myself. I've seen many people my age using vape pens. I personally support this act because in addition to keeping others safe from any secondhand products that can cause permanent damage, it can reduce youth usage. As many of you know, Montana has the 2nd highest youth vaping rate in the country. 24% of the youth grades 9 through 12 currently use e-cigarettes, and 45% have ever tried e-cigarettes. Many use them because they are depressed, anxious, stressed, want a high, also known as buzz, and most importantly, curiosity. Many youths see people in shows, movies, or even their friends using e-cigarettes, all in all trying them to seem cool and popular. Those e-cigarettes contain aerosol, which is not a harmless water vapor. It contains cancer-causing chemicals known metals and nicotine. If those products are inhaled secondhand, they can still cause long-term effects. If we put Bill 390 in place, it will help reduce youth vape pen use. Thank you, Madam Chair and committee, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Next proponent, please.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the committee. My name is Brody Curnow, for the record, Curnow, and I'm an 8th grader at Dillon Middle School, a member of the 406 Coalition, and representing myself. This Senate bill is trying to add vape pens and other electronic nicotine products to the Montana Clean Indoor Air Act, and I'm here to try and make that happen. When I was younger, I know I definitely looked up to older students, and if an older student was doing something, I wanted to do it. Now, when kids look up to older students, some of them will see them using vape pens and other electronic nicotine products. When nicotine products get normalized, that will increase the youth nicotine use. And already, too many youth and other students use nicotine products. Another problem of nicotine products is secondhand vapor. For children, there are many health effects that are caused by secondhand vapor, such as sudden infant death syndrome, lower respiratory illnesses, impaired lung function, and middle ear disease. And for adults, the dangers are, but not limited to, stroke, lung disease, and coronary heart disease. The aerosol in the vape pens are very harmful. Bystanders from the aerosol can inhale nicotine, volatile organic compounds, and cancer-causing chemicals and heavy metals. As you can see, the only way to protect e-cigarette and non-e-cigarette users is to cut it out of the public places, because ventilation systems and air cleaning systems don't get all the harmful chemicals out. Thank you for listening, and we hope you make the right decision for Montana and its people and vote yes on Senate Bill 390.
Thank you, Mr. Curnow. Next proponent, please.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and committee members. My name is Kiersten Bernard, and for the record, Kierstenbernard. I'm 15 years old and a freshman of Lima High School. I serve as the president of the Lima branch of the Be the Change 406 Youth Coalition, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I'm here in favor of Senate Bill 390. I live in a town with a population of 200 people. We have 40 kids in our whole entire school, K through 12. We are 45 miles away from Dillon, which is also the next closest town to us, so we are very sheltered. I don't know of anybody in my town that uses e-cigarettes, which is a good thing. But when our students graduate from high school and go to college, they are introduced to many new things such as e-cigarettes. They will be more susceptible to using these new things and are exposed to these things, and we will be more likely to try them. So if Senate Bill 390 is passed, this will help the students in our rural towns not to be exposed to e-cigarettes. Adding e-cigarettes to the Clean Indoor Act will decrease social acceptance of e-cigarette use and therefore diminish initiation that can lead to nicotine addiction. I encourage you to vote yes for Senate Bill 390. Thank you for listening, Madam Chair and members of the committee.
Thank you, Ms. Bernard. Next proponent, please.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the committee. My name is Lilla Guiberson, spelled Lillaguiberson. I'm a sophomore at Beaverhead County High School, speaking on behalf of myself in support of 390. For the past several years, I have been involved in several community service organizations that have opened my eyes to the dangers of using e-cigarettes. I have used the platforms, including the Montana Youth Justice Council, Be the Change 406 Youth Coalition, and more, to fight against the onslaughts of e-cigarettes for several years. The Montana Clean Indoor Air Act has protected citizens from the proven negative effects on an individual's health due to secondhand smoke since 2005. According to what the Montana Clean Indoor Air Act put into place, the human need to breathe smoke-free, aka polluted air, takes precedence over an individual's desire to engage in oral nicotine consumption and recreational use. Electronic devices used for recreational consumption of highly addictive nicotine threaten the health of not only those who use them, they affect everyone. By everyone, I mean your children, their friends. E-cigarettes pose a threat to grandchildren and grandparents alike. Uncles, aunts, proud parents of pets, your neighbors, your friends, all are threatened, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I had the opportunity to speak to the 5th grade class at Parkview Elementary School in Dillon, Montana, about the dangers of engaging in the use of electronic cigarettes. I spoke on the health, social, and emotional toll they can cause. I was utterly horrified by many of their stories. They, like me and many of my peers, have already felt pressure to use them. What's worse, many already had. They were also ill-informed and had little to no knowledge of the implications and risks e-cigarettes pose. I had several conversations with students after, but one in particular sticks out to me. I will not disclose her identity for respect of her right to anonymity, but a 10-year-old student made her way up to me after the presentation. She grabbed my leg, hugged it tightly. When she looked up at me, her face was flooded with tears. I crouched down and embraced her while she found her voice. With a heavy heart, I listened to her story. In a small and defeated voice, she told me about how almost everyone in her family used e-cigarettes, and had even on occasion pressured her to engage as well. She broke down in tears, and I nearly did as well, when she said to me, quote, "Thank you for showing me I don't have to be like my family, because I don't want to be like them. I don't want to hurt myself anymore. I don't want to watch them hurt themselves anymore," end quote. As I left that classroom, I hoped I'd made an impact in the lives of these children. Many of my classmates never had someone to explain these risks, and partially because of that, many teenagers I used to play tag and hide and seek with can be found using e-cigarettes in the bathroom at school, in the classrooms, at bowling alleys, arcades, stores, and malls, all public places where young kids can see them and deem this acceptable behavior. Today, we have the amazing opportunity to support SB390 and reduce children's exposure to this behavior. With less exposure, it will become less acceptable by societal standards and will protect our children. We should make this simple update and include e-cigarettes in our state's Clean Indoor Air Act so all kids in Montana communities are protected. Thank you, Madam Chair and Committee.
Thank you, Ms. Guiberson. And next proponent, please.